Best Garmin watch. Choosing the right device for your needs. Choosing the perfect running watch is all about zeroing in on your own personal fitness goals and matching a watch to those needs. We already have an in-depth guide to the best running watches that examines all top brands, but if you're trying to make sense of Garmin's selection, we're here to help. Best Garmin Smartwatch. Garmin Vivoactive 3. This is a device that's aiming to bring more than just fitness smarts to your wrist. With the Vivoactive 3, Garmin is trying to push more into the realms of everyday design, too. There's no doubt this is a better look than the Vivoactive HR, and it's also being used to launch Garmin's Pay system, Garmin Pay. Handily, there's also not a lot of compromise here. For those who don't want to go all in on the likes of the Fenix 5, you're still receiving many of the same features for a cut of the price. Garmin Forerunner 35. It might not be quite as cheap as the Forerunner 25 or the recently introduced Forerunner 30, more on that below, but the Forerunner 35 is aimed at the lower end of the runner's market. Ideal for beginners, couch to 5K ERS, and those who want a little more info on their regular runs without being overwhelmed by data. It also has activity tracking, bridging the divide between an inexpensive activity tracker and a serious sports watch. It packs in all the bare essentials for runners: distance, pace, time, calories, splits, and an optical heart rate monitor. Plus, it also delivers smartphone notifications to your wrist. Garmin Vivosport. The Vivosport is the feature-packed fitness tracker successor to the Vivo Smart HR and bringing back that all-important built-in GPS so you can do all of your tracking from the wrist. This time, it's packaged into a slimmer design, albeit with a smaller screen than its predecessor and no physical buttons. What you do still get is the ability to tap into the onboard GPS for walking, running, cycling, or cardio training, serving up all those metrics to Garmin's improving Connect companion app. Vivofit 4. Garmin is on a roll with its fitness trackers in the past year, and the Vivofit 4 is the latest to make its arrival. While it's fair to say that most of Garmin's activity bands look pretty much the same, this boasts something which we've yet to see from the company: an entire year of battery life with an always-on color display. There's no charging cable, you just simply switch out the SR43 batteries when things have run down. Garmin Forerunner 630. The Forerunner 630 is the cornerstone of the Garmin running watches, and it goes big on the range of running metrics you can view during and after your running session. There's stride length, lactate threshold ratings, and performance condition scores to help aid recovery. You can even monitor vertical ratio, which is useful for boosting your running efficiency. Add in the strong smartwatch notification features and great music player controls, and if you are a hardcore runner, this is the Garmin watch for you. Garmin Forerunner 235. The Forerunner 235 is the successor to the Forerunner 225, one of our running watch favorites. Much like the Forerunner 630, the 235 comes with a sleeker, new look and 24/7 activity tracking. But it's the running features we care about here. You still get all the great running stats, and with the built-in heart rate monitor, you can now see VO2 max stats to give you a better idea about recovery between runs. While the heart rate monitor might not be quite up to the task for high-intensity sessions, you can still pair it with an and strap for more reliable heart rate zone-based training. Garmin Forerunner 230. Almost identical to the Forerunner 235, the 230 dispenses with the built-in optical heart rate monitor. It's still compatible with and chest straps to gain the same workout data. Of course, the lack of built-in HRM saves a little money too, but it still boasts great notifications and all-day health tracking. Garmin Forerunner 935. Natural successor to the Forerunner 735 XT and our sports watch of the year, the Forerunner 935 is essentially the Fenix 5 but with all the same tech packed into smaller body. So on the running front, it'll cover everything from the treadmill to trail running and provide plenty of metrics to pore over after your training session. It's also compatible with Garmin's new running pod that adds additional data, including vertical oscillation, ground contact time, stride length, and lactate threshold. Garmin Forerunner 735XT. The Garmin Forerunner 735XT misses out on some of the new sensors included in the Forerunner 935 but is still a solid option for triathletes. It features many of the same advanced running, cycling, and swimming metrics and is capable of automatically detecting the type of stroke and distance in the pool. Cyclists will need to pair it up with Garmin's vector cycling sensors. Garmin Forerunner 920XT. It's getting a bit on the old side, but the Forerunner 920XT will appeal to those that need big battery life. Like the 735XT and 930, it'll track swimming, cycling, and running, serving up a whole host of metrics to analyze performance. It also includes smartphone notification support to give you a buzz on the watch when someone is trying to get in touch. If that's not enough, it'll track your general movement, just like a Garmin fitness tracker.